Welcome to the Live Compelled podcast. I'm here in my shop. My great friend Jeremy Dirkmaat. Jeremy, how you doing today?
Good, yourself?
Good. We are doing a feature of stories, so we are going to be interviewing guys and talking about their stories, their journeys, their life. And so tell us a little bit about yourself, Jeremy. We're going to interview you. You're a Bedford dude, born and raised.
Yep.
Kicking mule.
Yeah. I'm Jeremy. You graduated in 1998 from Bedford High School. Played baseball and golf in high school and played varsity all 4 years. And then I went to Owens Community College after high school, played college baseball for them. And that was in 1999. But then August 9th of 1999, I was walking across the street, go to work. I was struck by a car as a pedestrian going 40 miles an hour. And I was clinically dead at the scene. Car was going 40 miles an hour. Knocked my shoe and socks off my feet. And thank God the fire station was right next to where I work. So they're on the scene within a couple minutes. And they saved my life. Took me to St. East Hospital right then and there. I had a blood clot in my brain. I was in a coma for 7 days after the accident. And I had to bring down a right, walk, and talk again.
Wow.
And after that hospital stay at St. East for 5 weeks, I was at Flower Rehab for 4 more weeks. Then I went to more physical occupational and speech therapy after that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, that's a lot to unpack there, man.
Yes, it is. Definitely.
So you played baseball in high school, and I understand you were quite a pitcher.
Yeah.
And went on to Owens.
Yep.
Getting ready to go to the Tigers.
And your pro team.
Or anybody, did you have it?
Anybody took me.
Yeah, when I played I didn't play in high school like I told you, but I played catcher. I just liked to throw it down at second, get guys out.
Right.
That was fun. I remember one game
On the knees.
guy was stealing, and I was throwing it to second base, and I hit my pitcher right in the head. He didn't get out of the way. Idiot. I'd have had him too. But anyhow, so you're a great golfer too.
Yeah.
You're still golfing.
Yeah. I used to be much better from my accident.
Yeah. Wow.
But
You shot an 80 the other day.
81.
Yeah, I told you I can do that too in like 4 holes. I can get to 80 pretty easily. And that's great. But so you're 19 years old.
Yep. When that accident happened. Yep.
And hit by a car, 40 miles an hour.
Yep.
So you didn't go under, you went over, right?
It hit me and it topped me over the side of the car. My left side of my head hit Steve. I was brought his windshield in.
Yeah, wow. Until you had what they called a clinical head injury.
Yeah. Close head injury.
Yep, close head injury.
Yep.
And of course, I'm familiar with that. My father had that 30 years ago in a car accident, and same things. You went through speech therapy, coma for he was in St. V's for 2 months, 3 months. Most head injuries, close head injuries, don't survive,
right?
And the ones that do never live independently or walk again,
right. But
man, you're a go-getter. You're still moving and doing stuff.
And my brain surgeon said when I was in the ER, so my parents said I might never be able to walk or talk again. I'm in a wheelchair. And my parents were like, oh geez, like that'd be tough to handle.
So Jeremy, I watched my dad go through that, and some people give up. And the doctor told me the patients that give up and quit working are the ones that don't advance.
Yeah.
So you must have some grit. You had to work hard. I know. I watched my dad work hard for a couple of years.
Yeah. Yep.
Physical therapy, occupational therapy,
and
speech therapy.
I know I talk a little fast because of my injury.
Yeah.
But just to try to slow it down.
Yeah. That's just incredible. When do you first remember waking up? Because my dad, his accident was May 12th. The first thing he can remember wasn't until August. Wasn't until August 1st. He remembers a birthday party at the close head injury. He went over to Herrick and Tecumseh. When do you remember waking up?
I don't remember much of the hospital stay at all.
Wow.
And none of the 5 weeks at St. V's and
5 weeks
at St. V's, yes.
Wow. And then
4 weeks at Florida Hospital for rehab.
So you were inpatient rehab for 4 weeks.
Yes.
And then you got outpatient. You probably had it
3 times a week.
3 times all the time going to outpatient, working hard.
Did that for like 2 months after this accident, after I got at the hospital. Yeah.
So when they got you to Flower Hospital, could you walk and talk then? What shape were you in? Pretty rough, or?
I was still in rough shape. Yeah, like I said, I had the, I have a limp on walk now. I still have a limp on walk, and I can't function right no more and sleep right no more. But thank the great Lord, I'm still here though. I know He got me here for a reason. That's the thing.
That's right, buddy. That's right. Yeah, and everybody everybody knows you because of your car. Just because I know a lot of dudes listen to this. Tell us about your car.
I have a 1986 Mustang. I've had it for about that my senior year in high school. GT 5.0 Mustang, 302 engine. I bought it for $2,900, and like I have it for 27 years now, and yeah, I bought it for $2,900. It's worth like 19 grand now.
Yeah,
Classic car.
And you're not even driving it yet. You don't get it out of the garage until May.
May 6th, yep.
Yeah, never drove it in the slushy, salty snow of Michigan.
That's unheard of.
Beautiful Mustang, man. That's nice. That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's great
that
you kept it all these years.
Mm-hmm.
I bet there were times you were laying in that hospital rehabbing and just wanting to drive that baby.
Yeah, I think I've drove a couple times.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you've been part of Compelled Church for quite a while, but you didn't through your journey. Somebody invited you. Tell us how you found the Lord. How did you come to Jesus, Jeremy?
Well, my accident brought me to Jesus, and I knew Jesus kept me here for a reason, like I said. And I saw Luke Reed that goes to my church. Nate knows him. He asked me to come to Compelled Church.
He's living next door.
Yeah, I live next
door.
door.
He's like 100 feet from me right now.
Yeah. And he invited me to Compelled, and I've been going there ever since for the last, I think, 14 years, 13 years, not sure.
So did you and Luke play baseball together?
Yeah. Yep.
And you guys were friends, and he just invited you?
Mm-hmm.
But through your accident, did you have any God experiences? Like all that work, all that rehab? Did you ever pray? Did you ever
Yeah.
What'd that look like?
It looked awesome.
Yeah.
And I said, can't hear the reason. And I had, like I said, I learned how to do everything after my accident. And I cried a lot while I was in the hospital because my parents left me, and I was emotional in the hospital.
Right.
So yeah. And
that's part of the close head injury.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah. One of the steps.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then you just cry out to the Lord?
Yeah.
Middle of the night?
I think so.
Dark old room.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, God heard your cries.
Yep. And
you came to Compelled and gave your heart to the Lord.
Yep.
You remember the time you did that? Or
yeah. Yeah.
What explain to everybody listening what that looked like.
Well, I went to Compelled Church, and I didn't know anyone there except for Luke Reed, Nate's neighbor, and Nate was there, of course, giving the great message I always gives every week, every day. And I just looked up to the Lord and said, thank you, Lord, for keeping me here on this earth, and I love you.
That's awesome. So one thing I love about you, Jeremy, is you are not shy when it comes to seeking the Lord and praying and reaching out to the Lord. You know, when we have those special moves of God's Spirit,
yep.
You're like the first, man. You're the icebreaker.
I know. Yeah.
You break the ice, and then it was a couple weeks ago, we had that prophecy. Matt spoke out, and nobody was moving. And I kind of said, let's all seek the Lord. Nobody came up. You came up, and then 80 people came up.
Yep.
But I love your heart for the Lord. What has God been teaching you through all this? Most people would give up. Some people that have gone through what you've gone, blame God and curse God for what's gone on in their life. But it seems like you love God.
Yeah, definitely do.
How'd you do that? What has God shown you through this trial? It was a long time ago, 26 years.
Yeah, it's been 26 years, August 9th.
Wow.
And he showed me his love, showed me his love for me and love for what I want to do in my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love the joy that you have, again, a lot of people that have gone through they get mad at God and mad at life and
No,
bitter.
can't do that.
But if I remember right, you correct me if I'm wrong, the amount of people that survive from close-end injuries is not great, but the amount of people that live independent and can drive and function, play golf, it's like 3%. Is that right?
I'm thinking I've never done the research on it, but it's probably something like that.
I feel like they told me my dad did the same thing,
right.
rehab,
Yeah.
got better, lived independent until he came here, but he still lived in an apartment alone.
Mm-hmm.
I helped him out a lot, but fought his way back to being able to walk. He had the same right side deficit you have.
Yep.
But they told me it was like 3%. So a lot of people just give up.
Yeah, can't give up. Keep pushing forward every day.
What's something you love about God's love for you, Jeremy, that's really special to you?
Just that I know He's there for me. I know He'll heal me sometime in the near future. Have me walk right, sleep right, and function right, and have me back to old Jeremy I was.
Yeah. What is it in the future? Because how old are you now?
I'm 45 now.
45. There's a time I thought that was old, Jeremy, but now it seems pretty young. But you're 45. What are you looking forward to? Like, you don't have 100% back in your body. You're still believing God for a touch someday.
Right.
But you're still living life, man. You're worshiping God. You're playing golf. You're spending time with your family. Yep. I mean, you're not laying around sulking or being a victim.
Never do that.
What are you looking forward to the next 10 years?
Getting a good job, living on my own, and just find a good woman out there that'll treat me like me. Don't look at my outside features. Don't watch how I walk. Mm-hmm. Look at my heart.
Yeah. What do you love about your faith, your Christian life now that you're walking with the Lord? The activities at the church. Is there something that sticks out that you really enjoy?
It's just I love the people at the church. They're all welcoming. They always greet me and stuff like that, and everyone at church is great.
That's awesome. Well, I think you're pretty great.
Thanks so much.
I'm thankful that He led you to the Compelled Church family.
Yeah.
And what He's doing in your life, and what a miracle you are.
Thank you.
So, you speak of your mom and dad, like through this all, family support was incredible. Like, yeah. How did your family walk you through all that?
My accident?
Yeah.
Well, they're there. I mean, my dad owned his own company at the time of my accident and took a month off after my accident and be in the hospital because I was on my deathbed pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all tired and stuff like that. And my brother was there, my girlfriend was there. And just they've been there since my accident. They've been there since I was born, actually. I mean, they support me through my accident, since my accident, and they help me out whenever I need help. And I trot my dad around the house. I cut the grass around the house. I help him in the yard, pulling stuff up, cut down a couple of trees a couple of years ago. I picked all the wood up, put them in the trailer, back to John Deere and tractor, and brought it out back. And we built a brick wall in front of our house, and that was a lot of work right there because they had like 4 or 5 pallets full of brick. Those were behind our barn. And I had to go out back around our house in our tractor and the little 4x4 trailer, mm-hmm. and load the blocks up and bring them up front. And I had to stack each block in the front yard. Help my dad out doing that is a lot of work.
Wow. So you don't lay around the house.
No.
You're a busy guy.
You
must have some incredible parents.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely do. I love them dearly.
That's awesome. What a blessing to have a great family.
Yeah.
Stick with you when things are tough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're a blessing.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate you being on the podcast. What would you say in closing, Jeremy, the people that are fighting disease, they're fighting disabilities, they're fighting accidents and disappointing things in life? What kind of encouragement would you give them?
Can't give up. Gotta keep pushing forward. Every day is a new day.
Wow.
You gotta have the Lord in your life too, you know. That's what saved me.
That's awesome.
Besides the fire department, but Lord looked down on me and said, "You're not coming here yet."
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggle in life. Life can be hard.
Oh, yeah. Like it is for me right now.
Yep. Every day is a struggle.
Oh, yeah.
You keep moving forward.
Yeah, you have to.
Don't quit, huh?
No.
Huh. And thank God for good first responders.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We have a lot in
Yeah.
our church that are, and they put their lives on the line every day to save other people's lives. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, another accident at the same workplace a year later. Not to mention my manager at work, he was working on a front end loader, a skid loader, in the wintertime of 2000, 1999, and not thinking he was outside the cab of the skid loader with a heat gun on the pedals, which raised another bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Bucket came down and crushed him
Oh,
between the arm of the bucket and the actual cab of the bucket.
oh boy.
It severed his spine, paralyzed him from the waist down.
Oh man.
He lived, but he's in the hospital like I was for a long time.
Yeah.
And he passed away it's been about 3 years ago now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Lost a good friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. People go through difficult times. This world can be pretty tough.
Mhm.
And I don't know why some people have to go through what you've been through and some people don't, but God is there for all of us,
Definitely is.
walking us through.
Yep.
Man, thanks, brother.
Thank you, Nate.
And thanks for being such a great friend.
Yeah.
And,
We're always friends.
keep seeking the Lord,
Definitely.
driving that Mustang.
I'll take you for rides, Nate.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a good golfer, but I'd golf with you one day if you.
Oh,
Yeah. At least I could drive the cart for you.
maybe learn a few tips.
I get in trouble for that too. Well, thanks for listening to the Live Compelled podcast. And thanks, Jeremy Dirkmaat, for the interview. And please share this with somebody. Maybe you know somebody that's going through a tough time, accidents, disease, discouragement with their physical body. Man, share this with them. I'm sure Jeremy's words will encourage you and encourage them. And make sure to subscribe. We appreciate you listening, and keep living compelled by God's love.